Shalom, Shalom, Israel. I'm Captain Stephen, and we coming with you another Thursday night takeout. The topic of tonight is the characteristic Enoch. That's the topic of the night because we got to know what our forefathers. We got to know all our forefathers what they did, and they were great men. And Enoch was walked upright. He believed he trusted in the Most High God. He trusts the Most High, and we're gonna get in the details. Uh, we're gonna get in the Bible. We're gonna get the precept out of the Bible about Enoch, and then we're gonna go in the book of Jasher, because the book of Jasher go in depth and the deep and the things that Enoch done, what was his priority at that time. He was doing the law, statute, and commandment. So our first
Shalom,
precept,
Mark. Can you hear me?
y'all can hear you real good.
Okay, I was making sure because I was trying to say something and I wasn't getting nothing. So, all right, we good, we good.
My first precept is always my favorite precept. That's Saint John chapter 8 and verse 32. Get that out.
Coming right up. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth
Uh-huh.
shall make you free.
So tonight, what the lesson and what we coming out tonight after the book of Jasher, it is going to be the truth. And the truth going to what? Make you free when you hear these things that we're going to pull it out from the book of Jasher. Because the book of Jasher go hand in hand with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It
Uh,
just telling you, it just filling the blanks that what the Bible is not speaking upon Enoch. Because Enoch was a great man. He loved the Most High God. That's why the Most High God took him, and we're gonna get into that. The second precept. Give me Genesis chapter 5 and verse 21 through 24. We're gonna go to the Bible. We're gonna go to the book of Jackson. It go hand to hand. See, a lot of us say, "Oh, the Book of Jasher is not line up with the Book of Law." It do line up with the Book of Law because it just go in more detail and what really happened. You know what I'm saying, to our forefather and what they did.
mm-hmm. Con. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5 and verse 21.
Uh
And Enoch lived 60 and 5 years and begat Methuselah.
huh.
And Enoch walked with God after
He
he
walked with.
begat Methuselah.
Hold up right there. He said Enoch walked with God. I don't want the people think, well, Enoch was side by side with the Most High and they walking. No, what he mean by walking, he kept the law, statute, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's what he done. That's what Enoch done. That's why the Most High said he walked with the Most High God because he kept the laws. He kept the Sabbath. All these things was going on in the before time. We was doing these
Yep.
things. Read on up.
Yes. Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah
Uh huh.
300 years
Uh huh.
and begat sons and daughters.
Uh huh.
And all the days of Enoch were 365 years.
Uh huh.
And Enoch walked with God and was not, for God took him.
See, now, and then right there, that's what you're saying. The Most High cut it off. So he cut it off from there. Now we gonna jump in. We're gonna go to the book of Jasher because the Jasher gonna gonna recreate and gonna fulfill it in the blanks. What Enoch was walking with God. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna find out how great our forefather was. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And we gonna find out how Enoch was upright and he kept the law, statute, and commandments. We gonna read these things. We gonna read it so you can like we said, Saint John chapter 8:32. What the truth shall make you free.
Shall make
So
you
this
free.
truth, this truth we finna bring out, it shall make you free. You will have an understanding about Enoch. Do you have the book Jasher over there, Soldier Yona?
Yes, I do, my captain.
Okay, okay. Start at Jasher chapter 3 and verse 1. Watch this.
This is the book of Jasher, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And Enoch lived 65 years, and he begat Methuselah.
So I'll stop right there. Did we just read in the book of law where he just said Enoch lived 65 years and he begot Methuselah, his
Same
son?
exact thing.
And
Same
same
exact thing.
same thing. So it go hand to hand. I just want y'all to understand this thing go hand to hand. Okay, read on out.
And Enoch walked with God after having begot Methuselah
Stop right there.
300.
Stop right there. Did we just read in Genesis that Enoch walked with God? He
Yep.
walked with God. He kept the law, statute, and commandment. You cannot walk with God if you don't keep the law, statute, and commandment. Okay? Read on out.
And it says, Enoch walked with God after begot Shalak. And Enoch walked with God after having begot Methuselah, and
Uh-huh.
he served the Lord and despised the evil ways of men.
Stop right there. What Enoch did, he despised evil because the Most High God despised evil. Okay? And he served the Most High God
Yep.
to the fullest. Read on up.
Verse 2. And the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in the instruction of the Lord.
Stop right there. He said his what? His Enoch was wrapped up in the instruction of the Lord. He was tied in with the Most High. He was tuned in. They was on one accord. Enoch was a righteous man, and he explained it right here. Read on up.
And the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in the instruction of the Lord, in
Uh,
knowledge and in understanding.
he said, in knowledge and understanding. This is before. This is before everything was going on. This is before the flood. Adam already failed. Cain already killed his brother. You know what I'm saying? Then Enoch came on the scene. And Enoch walked with God. He kept the laws. He kept the statute. He kept the judgment. He kept the commandments. Read on up.
And he wisely retired from the sons of men, and
Uh-huh.
secreted himself from them for many days.
See what I'm saying? He separate from the sons of men. So he was just tuned in with the most high God. And that's what we have to do sometimes. We have to separate ourselves so we can get to tune in with the most high God. Because when you separate yourself, you won't have all that stuff is coming at you. So you know what I'm saying? Then while all the stuff is coming at you, you can't focus what the most high wants you to do. So you have to separate yourself from your family, from your wife, from everything, and tune in to the most high God. And this is what our forefather Enoch done.
Uh,
Read on.
And it said, and it reads, verse 3. And it was at the expiration of many years, whilst
Uh-huh.
he was serving the Lord and praying before him in his house, that
Uh-huh.
an angel of the Lord called to him from heaven, and he said, Here am I. And he said, Rise, go forth from thy house and from thy place, where thou
Mm-hmm.
dost hide thyself, and appear to the sons of men, in order thou mayest teach them the way in which they should go, the work which they must accomplish to enter the ways of God.
Stop right there. Enoch was in his house, was praying to the Most High God. He stayed in the spirit. He's showing you right here. He was in the spirit the whole time. And then he heard a voice. And the angel told him to come, leave from your house and go out and teach the sons of men what? What is Enoch is going to teach the son of man? The law, statute, and commandments. And that's what he doing us today. He waking us up, and the Most High waking us up, and he telling us to go out to the highways and the byway to what? Wake up thy people.
Well,
It's the same thing that Enoch is doing. Read on up.
and it reads, verse 5. And Enoch rose up according to the word of the Lord.
Hold, stop
And
right there. Stop right there. Did it say he rose up? He didn't take his time. He didn't say, "Well, I just go when I'm ready." He rose up. He made haste. He got up when he got the message from the. He heard the voice from heaven and from the Most High. And what? He rose up. He made haste. He did not be slothful. Well, I do it another hour. I get up in an hour. No, he did it right then. Read on up.
Enoch rose up according to the word of the Lord, and went forth from his house,
Uh huh.
from his place, and from the chamber in which he was concealed. And
See,
he
he was
went,
concealed. Hold on. He was concealed. He concealed himself in the house. His focus was on the Most High God. He was worshiping in the Most High God in the spirit. Read on up.
and from the chamber which he was concealed. And he went to the sons of men, and taught them the ways of the Lord.
Uh huh.
And that time assembled the sons of men, acquainted them with the instructions of the Lord.
Uh huh.
And he ordered it to be proclaimed in all places where the sons of men dwelt, saying,
See, hold on, hold on. He said, "All the Son of Man." Let me. Who he's talking about? The Son of Man. He talking about you, so-called black, you
Yes,
so-called Mexican, and you so-called Native American. That's who he was talking to.
yeah,
We were spread it all over the earth, and he had to teach everyone wherever the Son of Man was dwelt. He had to go teach them. Read on up.
God. Verse 6. And he ordered it to be proclaimed in all places where the Son of Men dwelt, saying, Where is the man who wishes to know the ways of the Lord and good works? Let
Uh huh.
him come to Enoch.
Uh huh. See,
And
he telling you, all the sons of men come to Enoch, because the Most High gave Enoch the word to and the law, statute, the commandment to teach them. Okay, read on.
all the sons of men assembled to him, for all who desire this thing went to Enoch, and Enoch reigned over the sons of men according to the word of the Lord.
Uh
And
huh.
they came and bowed to him, and they heard his word.
Uh huh.
And the Spirit of God was upon Enoch, and he taught all
Hold,
his
hold,
men.
hold, hold up. You going too fast. What? Read that over again on the
And
top.
verse 8, and the spirit of God was upon Enoch.
Okay, stop right there. We finna go precept on precept. Go to Luke chapter 4 and verse 18. I'm gonna show you who else the greatest man ever walked this planet. The same spirit was on Enoch is gonna be on this great man.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4
Uh-huh.
and verse 18.
And it's in what? In red letters, right? Soldier
Con,
Yona. Watch
con,
this. You know it in red letters. This was you talking to Christ. Watch this.
the spirit of the Lord is upon me,
Uh-huh.
because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
Uh-huh. Did the most high spirit was upon Enoch and he went and taught the sons of men?
That's what he did.
That's the same old thing. This go hand to
Con,
hand. See,
con.
and then the people, and then the people don't want you to read Jasher because the Jasher is the part of the Bible.
Yep.
We just read what he said in Jasher, and the spirit of God was upon Enoch. Then we went right over here in the book of law in Luke chapter 4 and 18. It said the same old thing. The the same spirit was on Christ. It was on Enoch.
Yeah.
Read that out.
Hmm. And the spirit of God was upon Enoch, and he taught
No, no,
all his.
no, no, no. Go to the Luke. Read that out.
Oh, the Luke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is Luke chapter 4 and verse 18.
Uh huh.
The spirit of the Lord is upon me, because
Uh huh.
he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
Uh huh.
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted,
Uh huh.
to preach deliverance to the captives,
Uh huh.
and recovering of sight to the blind,
Uh huh.
to set liberty them that are bruised.
See, that's precept on top of precept.
Yeah.
The same spirit was on Christ. It was on Enoch. I fought
Mhm.
for.
Yeah.
Read, read that in Jasher. Go on to finish that out in Jasher. Verse 8.
This is chapter 3 and verse 8 in the book of Jasher. And the Spirit of God was upon Enoch, and he
Uh
taught
huh.
all his men the
Uh huh.
wisdom of God and his ways.
Uh huh.
And the sons of men served the Lord all the days of Enoch,
Uh huh.
and they came to hear his wisdom.
Uh huh.
Verse 9. And all the kings of the sons of men, both first and last, together
Hold
with
on,
their.
hold on, hold. Stop right there. He said the first and last. Let me tell you who the first. The sons of man.
Uh-huh.
Then who's the last? The other nation.
Yeah.
See, the word of God which came to us first. Then when it came to us, we got it. Then we taught the other nation, and they got in line. Read on up.
Mm. The first, both first and last, together with their princes and judges, came to Enoch when they heard of his wisdom, and they bowed down to him, and they also required of Enoch to reign over them, to
You
which he
see? Hold on, hold on,
consented.
hold on. You see? Enoch reigned over everyone because the Most High God put him in that position. The Most High God anointed him. The Spirit was on him.
Mhm,
Read on up.
mm. Verse 10. And they assembled in all 130 kings and princes,
Uh huh.
and they made Enoch king over them, and they were all under his power and command.
He said they made him. You see how
Mm.
you see how Enoch walked with God. He kept the law, he kept the commandments, and he loved the God. God made him king over everybody.
Look. They he had to consent to it. He wasn't trying to
Exactly.
rule over them. Lord, please
Exactly.
rule us. Please rule us. Please put your hand upon us and rule my people too. They gave up their kingship
Yeah.
to be
Yep.
ruled by a king.
Yep.
And he's like, all right, I guess I can teach you.
Woo! All praise to the Most High God. See, that's how
All
we
praise.
got to be. See, this is an example right here. If you want to walk with God, we got to keep the law, statute, commandment. We have to separate ourselves. Well, all this stuff was going on. We have to separate ourselves to what? Get in tune with the Most High God. That's what Enoch done.
That's what he did.
And Enoch had wife. You know what I'm saying? He had that. He had all that, but he put that aside like he did not have that. He kept focused on the Most High God. Read on.
God. Verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And Enoch taught them wisdom, knowledge,
Uh-huh.
and the ways of the Lord. And he made peace amongst them and peace throughout the earth during the life of Enoch.
You see this? When he was teaching the word of the Most High God, his law, statute, and commandment, everybody was listening from the first to the last. And then he said it was peace. And who else had peace?
Peace
Son, we're
on
gonna
earth.
go we're gonna go into the Bible. We're gonna go
God,
into the law. We're gonna
God.
get first King chapter 4 and 24. See,
And
this
he,
book is go hand in hand.
brother, Captain, he said there was
Yes, sir.
peace throughout the earth. I ain't never heard of
Uh-huh.
peace throughout the whole earth.
Oh, yes.
You said
See,
First Kings 8,
I'm in First King chapter 4, verse 24.
4, and
Because you
24.
because you gotta remember, Solomon, when he reigned, it was
Yeah,
peace out the earth.
yeah.
Read
This is
on.
this is the book of First Kings, chapter 4 and verse 24. And it reads, for he had dominion over all regions on this side of the river,
Uh-huh.
from Tishphan even to Azah, over all the kings on this side of the river, and he had peace on all sides round about him.
And when you say all sides around about him, the whole earth was peace. Solomon had peace the whole earth. Solomon had the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High God.
Yeah.
Everybody came to see Solomon because they want to hear the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to Enoch. The same old thing.
Yeah.
Read on up.
First Kings or
No, back
Jasher.
to Jasher.
Okay. Verse 12. And Enoch reigned over the sons of men 243 years,
Uh huh.
and he
Look
did
at
just
hold on. 243 years he reigned over. That's a long time.
a long time. That's a long time for people on earth.
For real. Read on up.
Uh, and he did justice and righteousness with all his people, and he held them in the ways of the Lord.
Hey, listen what he said. With all his people. Enoch did everything with his people. And his people, he's talking about the sons of man. Because you got to remember, he said, the great, we was the top, and the other nation was the bottom at that time. So he dealt with the sons of man. He dealt with you so-called black, you so-called Mexican, and you so-called Native American. Read on up.
Huh. Whew. Oh, that was it. Okay, verse 13. It goes into the generations. I have finished out 12. You want me to keep going?
They go through the generation. To
Yeah.
go to 23, verse
Okay.
23.
Because I ain't gonna lie, if we keep going, that's a
I know
striking
it.
thing to know that Adam was still alive.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Adam was alive at that time.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying? And that's Enoch father.
yeah.
So yeah, go to verse 23.
Jumping down to verse 23. And in some time after, when the kings and princes and the sons of men were speaking to Enoch, and Enoch was teaching them the ways of God, behold, an angel of the Lord then called unto Enoch from heaven, and wished to bring him up to heaven, to make him reign there over the sons of God, as he had reigned over the sons of men upon earth.
Listen what he just said.
Ooh-wee.
Listen what he just said. And it was just only three people descended into heaven at that time. It was
Uh,
Enoch, Elijah, and Yahushua.
that was
And we
it.
finna get that. We forget that. Give me second King,
Mhm.
verse 2 and 1. We're gonna get that. Cause we finna go in the book of the law.
There
Cause
you
this
go.
thing go hand to hand.
There you go. This is the book of Second Kings, chapter 2,
Mm-hmm.
and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass when the Lord would wait, Shalak, and it would come to pass when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind,
Uh-huh.
that Elijah went with Elijah from Gilgal.
Now it says right here,
Elisha,
the most
Elijah
and
went
Elisha.
with Elisha from
Right.
Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, as the Lord liveth, as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophet that were there at Bethel came forth to Elisha. And he said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And
Oh, stop
Elijah,
right there. Stop right there. Now, it's telling you the most high God was gonna take Elijah in the whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? The whirlwind is the chariot. It's the same thing. It was the chariot took Enoch. And we're gonna go to Luke 24 and 51. Watch this. This is this the same thing happened to Elijah. The same thing happened to Enoch. It is also happened to Yahushua.
what was that scripture one more time? We kind of cut out
Luke
on.
Luke chapter 24 and verse 51.
Gotcha.
See, we going line by line upon line. Little here and there a little.
That's right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 24 and verse 51.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass while he blessed them,
Uh-huh.
he was parted from them
Uh-huh.
and carried up into heaven.
He was carried. He was carried up into heaven. These the three men ever went into heaven. The three men we read the book of law. Is only two in the book of law, and I mean three in the book of law. Because he's talking about Enoch got taken, and you know what I'm saying, he went and descended to heaven. Elijah did it, and then who else? And Yahweh.
Yahweh.
These the man that the Most High God chose. These the man was obeying God, and his only begot son did it. But Enoch is our forefather. He was doing it from the beginning. When Adam fell, then Adam had Enoch, and then Enoch started walking with the Most High God. He started what? Start doing the law, statute, and commandment. He loved the Most High God. He walked with the Most High God. He stayed in prayer and he's prayed to the Most High God. And that's what we have to be. And that's what we have to do. Read on to verse 4, chapter 24 in the Jasher.
God. And this is verse 16.
No, 24 in the book of Jasher.
Nope, 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 nope. That's not where we were.
What
Verse
was in
14.
23?
And it
No, we was in
was
23.
50, it was in, yeah.
We was in verse 23.
No, we go into the generations. I'm sorry, so I got to start at 13.
Okay.
And these are the generations of Enoch, Methuselah,
Uh-huh.
Elisha,
Uh-huh.
and Amalek, three sons, and their sisters were Melka, Nahma, and Methuselah lived 87 years and begat Lamech.
Uh-huh.
And it was in the 56th year of the life of Lamech when Adam died, 930 years old.
See, Adam, you know what I'm saying, met his grandkids.
Yeah.
His Adam grandchildren. And Adam died. And this is Enoch father. Adam was Enoch father. Read on.
930 years old, he at his death, and his two sons with Enoch and Methuselah, his son, buried him with great pomp, as at the burial of kings in the cave
Uh-huh.
which God had told him.
Read on.
And in that place all the sons of men made a great mourning and weeping on the account of Adam. It has therefore become a custom among the sons of men to this day,
He said, until what?
until this day.
So this thing is still going on till this day.
Hmm.
But we don't have the knowledge of it because we've been over here in slavery. But the Most High said, he gonna bring back memories. This is the memories.
Yeah.
Read on up.
Verse 16. And Adam died because he ate of the tree of knowledge.
Now
And
he now
he,
he getting now he getting into what Adam did. That's why Adam died.
yeah,
Because Adam ate the tree of life, not a physical tree, but the tree the another doctrine. Then he disobeyed, or the Most High told him not to do this. That's why Adam died. He lived for a long time, but he died. Read on.
and Adam died because if he ate of the tree of knowledge, he and
Uh huh.
his children after him, as the Lord God had spoken. And verse 17, and it was in the year of Adam's death, which was the 243rd year of the reign
Uh
of
huh.
Enoch,
Uh-huh.
In that time, Enoch resolved to separate himself from the sons of men, to secret himself at as at first in order to serve the Lord.
See, he's showing, he telling you, I had to separate myself from everybody so he can serve the Most High God, and that's what we got to do. We want to hear from the Most High God. We have to tune everybody out. We got to go somewhere we can shut everybody off, and then we can tune in into the Most High God. He's showing us. He's showing us through our forefathers what our forefathers doing. Because Enoch was a righteous man. He walked with God. The Spirit of God was on him. He taught the Son of Man. He taught the Son of Man, and it was peace on the earth.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to be like. You know what I'm saying? We know we have problems here and there. We got to do this here, but you put the Most High God. Look what He done. Look what we reading. What Enoch is doing. Enoch set an example. Look, you can do the same thing. All you got to do is separate yourself from all these problems, this earth, this worldly problem, and focus on the Most High God and put Him first and keep His law, His statute and commandment, and love on the Most High like you supposed to, and pray and fast. The Most High will bring you up just like our forefather, Enoch. So he's showing us right here. The book of Jasher is a part of the Bible. It's going hand in hand. Enoch is serving the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read on up.
God, verse 18.
Yeah, go to 18, yeah.
And Enoch did so, but did not entirely secret himself from them. But he kept away from the sons of men 3 days, and then
Mm.
went to them for one day.
Hold on right there. He said he kept himself for 3 days, but then go to the sons of men one day. What that one day he's talking about? The Shabbat,
The Sabbath, yeah.
the Sabbath. This what Enoch was keeping the Sabbath. Read on up.
Verse 19. And during the 3 days that he was in his chambers, he prayed too, and praised the Lord his God. And the day on which he went and appeared to his subjects, he taught them the ways of the Lord, and all they asked him about the Lord, he told them. Verse 20.
Now, hold on, right there. You know what I'm saying? He went in them 3 days. He was in his chamber. He was praising the Most High God. He was giving the Most High God praise. He was praying everything, and the people was coming to him asking about the Most High God. What we on the street every weekend, every Sabbath, Shabbat, teaching. Nobody want to come up and ask us nothing about the Most High God. Why is that? But it says right here, when you know what I'm saying, when Enoch came out for the 3 days, that the people came to him and asked him about the Most High God. That make you say, read on up.
Verse 20. And he did in this manner for many years. And
Uh-huh.
he afterward concealed himself for 6 days and
Uh-oh.
appeared, yep, and appeared to
Uh-oh.
his people one day in seven.
Boy, look at here. You see this? He separated himself for 6 days. Then that one day, that seventh day, he came to them on the Shabbat,
Yep.
on the Sabbath.
Yep. And then after
He's
that,
showing you. Go ahead.
look, he going through the feast days because I'm gonna read. It says
Yes.
after that, once in a month, that'd be the new moon.
Well, new moon.
Yep. And then
He doing.
13.
Go ahead. Go,
Oh, oh. And
go
then it
ahead.
says, and once in a year. So I'm thinking that's Passover, New Year.
Yep.
So he went from appearing on the Sabbath day to now we doing the new moons, and now I'm appearing on the feast day, the high holy day.
Come. And then back that time when Enoch was ruling, was running everything, Zephaniah 2 and 1 was in effect. They
Yeah.
came together. This is a characteristic, the characteristic of Enoch. He kept the laws. He kept the feast day. He kept the new moon. He did the same thing that Christ did when he was on the scene. He taught them the laws of the Most High God. So there's no excuse. We reading about our forefather Enoch. Read on out.
God. And then once in a year until all the kings and princes and sons men sought for him and desired again to see the face of Enoch and to hear his word. But they could not, as all the sons of men were greatly afraid of Enoch, and they feared to approach him on the account of his godlike awe that was seated upon his countenance. There, therefore, no man could look at him, fearing he might be punished and die.
Whoa, whoa. They couldn't even look at Enoch.
Could look him in his eye.
They couldn't even look in his eyes.
Scared
Cause the
they was scared.
appearance, woo.
His godlike awe. He was gonna look at him and know they sinned. Just knew they was gonna be
That's
punished and put to death. I can't look. I can't go look at
exactly.
that. Did you know what I did? He gonna see it. They was so that's the fear of God. They was so scared to
Yes.
look at me. One look into my eyes and he'll know the sin I've did, and I'll be punished.
Mm, wow. That's heavy.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to feed, but push the meat down your throat. I'm gonna give you just a little milk, just a little bit. I'm not gonna give you so much. I'm just gonna give you a little bit. This is our forefather Enoch. This is what he did when he was on the earth. The Enoch walked with the Most High God, and it's showing you that the people couldn't even look at him, look at Enoch in his face. They was afraid of him.
Instantly gonna know what I did.
Read on up.
Mhm. Verse 21. And all the kings and all the princes resolved to assemble the sons of men to come to Enoch, thinking that they might all speak to him at the time when he should come forth amongst them. And they did so. Verse 22. And the day came when Enoch went forth, and they all assembled and came to him. And Enoch spoke to them the words of the Lord, and he taught them wisdom and knowledge. And they bowed down before him. They said, May the king live. May the king live.
And that's what
20.
y'all gonna be doing. That's when Yahweh shall come back.
War.
That's what they gonna be saying. The king is live. The kings of kings. I ain't gonna. I'm what I say. I'm. It's the most. The spirit is like stay right there. It's this is milk because I got to do a part two of this. I'm just getting the characteristic Enoch, what he did, what how he did it with the Most High God. He was faithful. He was leaning on the Most High God,
Yep.
and he taught the sons of men. He taught the you so-called black, you so-called Mexican, and you so-called Native American into this sea. He taught us, and he also taught the heathen. Because he said the first and the last. The heathen at that time was the last. And they kept the laws too.
They kept it.
So when Yahweh shall come back, it's gonna go right back what we read about Enoch was doing. Yahweh shall gonna be doing the same old thing.
Same
They're
old
gonna
thing.
keep the first and the last gonna keep these laws and statutes and commandments. And Yahweh shall gonna be King of kings and Lord of lord forever.
God.
So I'm gonna end that. Give me a good law.
Ooh, I got one for you. I was already
Okay.
throwing it to you because I'm gonna let me back off you on for my Tell the Truth Tuesday because
Uh huh.
I had a question. I'm gonna go look at the comments. I ain't looked yet. I'm gonna look, but I had a question, but I'm still gonna leave it as the law.
Right.
So, with that being said, the law is, is that right? I read it out right. Oh, my grandson down there causing problems. Oh, that's what it was. I couldn't turn the page. I really can't find it. I just had it. I just had it.
I just want to give.
Basically,
I just want to give all praises to Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, and I just thank the Most High God for the word came out today. Just let
uh,
you know what I'm saying the book of Jasher is a part of the book of law. That's one of the lost books. That's good. That's a good book to read, and it will you know what I'm saying it will fill in the blanks um, of the book of law from Genesis all the way to Exodus, um, and it goes on and on. I just thank the Most High for this new knowledge I can share with the body of Israel. Um, he says studies shows ourselves approved. So this is one of the
that's
books
right.
you have to study. You know what I'm saying? This is a new that Most High giving us all knowledge of everything. So you got the
Uh,
law.
yeah, it was. It said, "There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel,
Uh huh.
and no sodomites of the sons of Israel."
It says in the law. It said it shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel. Israel. I'm talking to my sisters. Y'all are princes to the Most High
I,
God.
you know what? I'm sorry, I didn't give the verse. That is Deuteronomy
Uh-huh.
chapter 23 and verse 17. That is the law,
And that
because
is
that
a
is a
law.
law. That
Come,
is a law.
come. And
And
he said, it shall be no sodomite. He talking about to you men up here
yes,
dressing like women, getting transform yourself as a woman. He said that that's no good. That's no good. So you turn from your wicked way. You have a chance. The Most High is stretching His hand. He's stretching His hand, and you know what I'm saying. And it's not gonna be too long. The Most High is not gonna is gonna stretch His hand, and He's not gonna beg. He said some of y'all is already reprobate.
yeah.
There's no coming back from you from that. But those that He have mercy on, He's showing love to. Come back to the Most High God. Come
And
back.
the reason I'm stressing that law is I'm tired of this victim mentality. You
Come,
know, these women out here leaving good men who ain't abusing them, keeping them from their child when their child needs their father, because we don't have women anymore. They're raising whores. It's all about the money.
come.
It's not about a family environment anymore. It's all about I need to get this bag. Oh, he gonna get me this, and this generation of women is, oh, if he can't buy this or if he can't pay this bill, he can't do that. You're whores. That's prostitution.
That's right.
And the law says there shall, Deuteronomy 23 and 17, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a
Come.
sodomite of the sons of Israel.
That's right. That's right. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all women's and y'all men's, it's men's too doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop doing strange thing for a piece of chain. Don't sell out for money. Just trust the most high God. And you
So,
gotta remember, and you gotta remember, the devil blessed too. You gotta
yes, he
know,
do.
you gotta know from the different from the blessing from the most high God and the blessing from the devil.
Now, I'm still waiting on my responses because my question Tuesday night was, are we, for the younger people, for the younger generation, is this a
Come,
generation of whores? And the question for the people my age and older, like me and you, Captain, is how did we raise a generation of whores? Because it's our fault.
yep. And we gotta stand up for our accountability.
We got to stand up for them. And then the last question is going to be, how do we fix it?
Yep. Come. And this and you gonna bring that out this Tuesday,
Yes,
next
sir.
Tuesday? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready for it.
Come on.
And
So we're going to give a
Israel,
topic. So get your precepts together.
come,
Because
come,
this was a question. Like on Tuesday, what I did, it was a Q&A. This me getting the people involved. I want to hear your thoughts. And like I say, come with scriptures. Let's prove this thing.
come.
So with that, Israel, we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom, shalom, sisters and brothers.